Hi there, welcome back. Today is day 12 of Making It Big by Femi Otedola, and we are in section 3. Now, it's important for us to know what we are dealing with in section 3 because section 3 talks about reaching the top, and lesson 11 is about pay for premium if need be. Now, this may not apply to a lot of small-scale business owners or small businesses or some medium-scale businesses, but over time, you have to learn it. But there's one thing I've learned about this book. Why? What's that? Is that anything he's doing at the top, there's a room at the lesser part of your life where you can apply them. I mean, being hardworking is a general rule. You don't have to become a billionaire. Sure, you can't even be a billionaire if you're not hardworking, right? So some of the things he shares in some of these lessons, it may seem as though it's not needed for your WhatsApp business or small business you are running right now, but that's not true. Now, this lesson talks about paying for premium if need be. The first lesson here, you find that he said that it's okay to start afresh. I mean, if you have a car and your car gets involved in an accident, what's the new thing? You don't die with the car except it's a fatal accident. As long as you survive from that car accident, you have only one option, which is to make more money to buy a new car. So that is what happened with this case with Zenom and moving into Fort Oil, because Zenom as an enterprise collapsed. Now, but this time around, he had to take a new, different outlook. He needed to do something better so that he doesn't end up in the same result. You know, the Bible says affliction shall not rise the second time. But in this case, one of the things he did was to pay $13 million for consultancy fee. Just consultancy fee. He wanted to get the best of team so as to not have any kind of hookup. I mean, it was a huge one, but eventually paid off. Now, this is what he said in this lesson that I like, and it's his own ideology. Okay, he puts it this way, that anything he wants, he can pay any amount for it. I think that's the best way to put it, because premium outlives paying for things shabbily. Right. So as a small scale business owner right now, how do you get to do it? You know, sometimes if you are into production, you may want to cut corners so that you can make profit. On the long run, you will see that act you are doing is going to hurt the business. But if you pay premium and just probably take a little profit, or just keep making the business work, over time, that business, not only will it grow, but the business will last. When you want to buy things cheaper, those things you buy that are inferior in the name of trying to save costs, you eventually get to repeat it again, keep buying again. But someone that bought one time original and paid extra money can have the thing last for him or her for a long period of time. The thing about successful people I've learned is that they are known for one thing. I mean, one business, you know this person for cement or electrical or whatever. But it doesn't mean that they don't do other kind of businesses. Yes, they do. And if you read this book, you find out that even while Femi Otedola was doing a particular kind of business, he was also venturing into one or two things. For instance, when he was running Center Force, he was doing car business. When he was running Zenom oil and gas business, he was doing real estate business very, very well. At the point, he also knew how to analyze politics and so on and so forth. So as a business owner, you may not necessarily need to be tied to one place. If opportunities come around you, you can also do things at the back end and save yourself some profit. But in this lesson, he was highly talking about structures. Now, structure may not apply to a business that is run by one man, but if that business is going to reach the top, structure must be employed. I wrote something down from what I learned here, that structure sometimes can be weird, especially when you run a business or your life in a particular way. Someone is trying to structure it. It can be weird, but it gives the business a more sustainable stand. Because if you don't have a structure in your business, if anything happens to you, it means that the business is on hold. There are some people, when they are sick, their business is sick. When they die, the business has died. But people at the top, they build their business in such a way that even if they as a person are affected, the business is as though nothing happened. When you start thinking about expansion, you start thinking about you want to own 2 offices or 2 branches, or you want to increase your customer base, there's a need to start putting in some structures. You may need to employ a manager, you may need to employ a CFO, you may need to employ a COO, you may need to start making use of some kind of department, right, that helps the business flourish better. And this is what you also learn in leadership, because operational leadership is different from tactical leadership, is different from strategic leadership, is different from sophisticated kind of leadership. In this book, rightly, he said that when he was running Fort Oil, he only spoke to 3 persons: his CEO, his CFO, and his company's secretary. That was the only people he was speaking to throughout this company, unlike his former company where he had both the driver's number, he had the tanker's number, he had shopmate's number, everybody's number, he's talking to everybody. But as he grew older, when the business needed to have structure, he made away with all of those things, and the business survived the test of time until it was sold, and he moved on to the next. I look forward to when I'll be able to have a conglomerate where I don't even get to talk to everybody. I just focus on the part of leadership where I should operate and keep scaling it up higher and higher. This book has been a wonderful ride, and I recommend it to every business person out there. This is the 12th, and we just finished a lesson, pay premium if need be, and tomorrow we'll be looking at something absolutely beautiful. Just stay tuned with us. God bless you. Thank you.